You're watching the RebZone Sports Show on Fox 5. Sponsored by Hennis and Haight. Help is here.
Rain, snow, sleet. You guys battled through it all today, improving to 5-0 for the first time since 1974. Coach, big win. What does this say about your team?
Well, look at the field out here. I heard a lot of guys, it was their first time seeing snow. That was pretty exciting. Big. It's still early October. Yeah. We're only 5-0, like early in the season. I mean, it's the field's covered in snow. It says a lot about the players. When we talk about overcoming different adversity, the mental toughness to be able to focus and handle different things. I mean, you're can't warm up, big delay before the game, all these distractions. We're out here. For these guys, it's probably, this is normal a day in Wyoming, I guess. For our guys, this is different. But for them to kind of keep the focus for 4 quarters, stay in control really the whole game. I felt, obviously a huge special teams day for us. But great job defensively. Offensively, a little herky-jerky. We got to clean some things up. But, overall, I'm really proud of our guys with them being able to handle the adversity.
Special teams, really big plays. Kayden McGee, what have you seen from him all fall camp and throughout the season?
Well, you know what, you're a young player. One of the things I love about Kayden, and he's obviously, guys want to play. And he's a young wide receiver. We have a lot of veteran, older wide receivers on this team. We have some great depth at that position. But we talk about guys. Everybody has a critical role on the team. Embrace your role. Do it as hard as you can, and great things are going to happen to you. And a blocked punt and a touchdown. He blocked one, and then he scored another one. Unbelievable job by him. And just, that really shows what we preach things in our program about development, about buy-in, about 11 guys just doing your job. Don't worry about the wrong things. Worry about the right things when you have an opportunity to make a play. And he did, and he made 2 big ones in this game.
Speaking of playmaking, Anthony Calandria staying poised and confident, really battling through. What did you see from number 10?
Yeah, and at times this was, obviously you're playing out here in like a blizzard. It more probably fits their type of power running game offense than our athletes. We try to get in space. I thought he did a really nice job managing the game. Obviously made some plays with his legs that we needed him to make at key moments. I thought we were sloppy at times, but we finished the game the right way. We finished the game with a long, we ate up some clock, pinned them deep, ate a couple times. We ate up some clock in the 4th quarter, put the game away really with that touchdown. Got the first downs after the, after the 4th down stop to finish the game. Did a great job managing and getting us where we needed to be.
Speaking of putting the game away, the defense really playing lights out. 8 pass breakups, your secondary flying around tonight.
Really good job on the defense, especially in the slippery conditions. Sometimes people say it's an offensive advantage. I don't know.
Yeah.
Really, you look at it. We have the one drive to start the second half, and that's about it. Their late game drive right there where they went down the field, but we made them take a lot of time off the clock, essentially finishing the game. Then they come out, we got the special teams, the good and the bad with special teams, with the hands team. There's all those things. Again, the great thing that we have is the little things. We got to coach better on those certain aspects of the game that we're still missing, and that's on the staff, because to make sure that it's not most of the time, it's every snap that we're where we need to be.
Mumu's impact on the defense side of the ball and on special teams. I know he was banged up at the start of the season. What can you say about him?
Well, it was big. AB was out today. Got
Yep.
banged up in practice this week. It was a game time decision. Wasn't able to go. We're hoping it's not like a serious injury. He's cleared to play, but he just couldn't, wasn't there 100%. So he had to kind of step into a big role. And I think he was excited and ready for that opportunity, that situation. He steps in, and it's, that's the depth of our guys, I think, is huge. We tried to really spend a lot of time playing a lot of players to create that depth. Mumu's a guy that banged up, and now he gets his opportunity. He made some big plays in the game, caused a big fumble. made a bunch of plays for us.
UNLV football making history on the road, improving to 5-0 since 1974. Big win, man. Exciting to see your Rebels come out on top. How big is this victory for your team?
I think it's very big. Like they just said in the locker room, I don't think we've been 5-0 since 74. Yeah. So I think the Mullen era is here. So just coming together as a team, fighting adversity. Like some of these guys have never seen snow before. So just fighting through that. So I think it's a really big win, and we needed it.
Your impact on special teams, how much effort have you seen on special teams throughout this season?
We fight a lot every day. I think we treat special teams just like offense and defense. Coach Shire, Coach Mullen, they all bring a lot into it. So I think just we needed a block punt this year, and they said we were going to get it, and we did it. Just being in that moment, just when I seen the ball, I grabbed it. So I knew it. Then we came to the sideline. I told JB, I'm finna block the punt. You go score. So I think that's never been done before. I don't think it's ever been done. He blocked one, I scored, and then I blocked one, he scored. So I think just coming together, and we knew we were going to do that, and we called it out. So I think that was big. Coming
off the bye week, 2 bye weeks already this season, what was the motivation? What was the work ethic like in your building?
I think it was just we knew we weren't nowhere where we needed to be. So just coming in that bye week, fighting hard, and just coming into this game knowing that like we need to win, and not just by a little, by a lot.
Lastly, the snow, the weather. What are your thoughts on your team battling through it today?
Usually I would be in sleeves, but like this is like Oklahoma weather to me. So I think a lot of people ain't seen snow, so I think it was fun for us. I think we battled through it very well. They probably could have swept the field off for us, but they didn't. But I think just fighting adversity, just like Coach Mullen said in the locker room, and we did it.
Before we dive into the Falcons, want to talk about the kicking game too. The consistency, Cam Brown's 71-yard punt. What can you say about those guys?
Huge one. I mean, he's one. He came out. He's like, Coach, I've never seen snow before in my life. And here he is catching it, having to make punts. Couple of huge times pinning him deep with some huge kicks. Ramon coming out in these conditions, money with the field goal. And those are momentum plays, huge momentum plays. And, they might not jump out on stat sheets all the time, but the opportunity, to go out and make a field goal when we need it in this condition, to hit the big punt when we need it in this condition, those are huge plays that maybe don't get people talk about too much, but are critical in the momentum of the game.
You told us the season starts now with Mountain West play, 1-0 in Mountain West play, getting ready for Air Force. Maybe what switch have you seen from your team coming off the bye?
Well, I think one, hopefully it really does switch now. The routine of getting into the games, with the byes kind of, we have one more bye, but now it's kind of really a regular season routine. I'm really pleased with our players and coaches of how they've handled it, a little unique schedule that we've had. Not many people have had. I don't think I've ever even seen anything like it, but for our guys to be able to handle that, to get into this switch of now it's into the weekly routine. Let's get ourselves where we need to be and get ready for this conference run.
I know it was a big post-game celebration in the locker room. Do you talk to your team about the history they're making this season?
Yeah, I do, but so many are new guys, I think it's kind of cool. But you know what? It's about next week, with the best part about being 5-0, you got a chance to be 6-0, and that's the only thing that matters. Whether it's been done 1,000 times or once, that's what our opportunity is. That's what this year's team has, and we better be focused. We better get better. We better play better next week than we did this week if we want the opportunity to win.
The best part of next week is playing inside at Allegiant Stadium. Honestly,
I think the weather will be a little bit better right there. Right? Hey, welcome. Thanks for welcoming me to the league with this snowstorm.
Honestly, the Mountain West, really tough football. Getting ready for a 12:30 p.m. kickoff against Air Force. Coach, we've seen really great football this season from across the country, but getting ready for Air Force, they're so unique with their triple option offense. How do you defend
They are,
guys?
and it's tough. I know a lot of people. I saw today they lost a close one in their rivalry game to Navy, but you know what I noticed? They score an awful lot of points. I always, the old school wishbone. There's low scoring, 17, 14, couple. They're throwing for 200 some yards a game, putting up 30 some points a game. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to come out. It'll be a unique game for us, though. We got to. We'll enjoy this win tonight. Put it to rest early tomorrow morning. Get ready to roll in next week, and we need all the Rebel fans there coming supporting their team. next Saturday at Allegiant Stadium. It's been a while since we've been home, so they should be rested. The voices should be ready to go. We should create a huge home field advantage at Allegiant Stadium next Saturday.
Nowhere better than the Winfield Club at Allegiant Stadium. Honestly, it's been so much fun. But, Coach, I'll wrap it up with just the consistency you'll see in your schedule now that we're in Mountain West play. How is that an advantage for you guys?
Well, I think you get into a routine, and it really allows you to get into a good routine. I think our guys, and you look at our preparation, how we get ready to play, our guys have done a great job of the routine, and now to make it consistent, hopefully that helps us moving forward.
Welcome back to the RebZone. We're here with Marsel McDuffie, the leader on defense, playmaker for UNLV. Familiar face here on the RebZone. Love that you guys are coming off the bye week 4-0, really energized, excited to start Mountain West Conference. Dan Mullen is saying this is a brand new season with 8 games remaining. Talk about what you're seeing at practice, the hunger from your guys.
Yeah, everyone's just coming out with a lot of effort, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of passion. You know, we started off the season 4 wins straight, 4-0. It's a great way to start the season, and now we get into the games that really matter and they really count. We just got to take it one game at a time, 1 week at a time. And today, first 2 days, just getting the game plan, getting a great execution and feeling for it and how things are going to go. And so far, it's been going so good.
Before we look ahead to Mountain West play, we got to take a look back at the Miami, Ohio game. You said night-night to the Redhawks. Just how proud are you of your defense finishing that game strong?
Extremely proud. You know, early on, especially in that first half, we had a lot of lows. You know, we would get stops, but then we would let up big plays, and we would get stops and let up big plays. And then we went a while there where we weren't even really on the field for the majority of that second half. So just for us to be able to go out there when the game's on the line, and we knew going into the circumstances that we were going in, like we had to have it. We couldn't let up nothing else. And guys just buckled down, locked in. It was 11 hats to the ball every single play, and everyone just did their job. And that's really what made me proud. No matter the adversity we faced, no matter how bad things were going, we never pointed the fingers, we never gave up. We just really came together, got tighter, and we made plays when we had to, and we got the victory.
We were able to see Jackson Woodard on the road in Houston. I know he has a huge impact on your career. What can you say about his leadership for this program?
He was a standard. He is the standard. He was a standard when he was here. He's a standard now, even though he's gone. And I was just blessed and fortunate enough to play with him for 2 whole years and just, you know, learning off each other, teaching each other different things. You know, he taught me a lot, and he told me I taught him a lot. And I was just grateful and happy that I got to play next to a guy like him. You know, he's a pro. You know, he handled his business every single day like a pro. He came in and he worked, and he really just showed, you know, the blueprint how to work to get to where you want to be.
A huge season last year, the bowl game in LA, that was such a big year. Can you talk about the fire, the motivation you have starting Mountain West play?
I mean, main thing for me is we've been to the championship the last 2 years, playing that team in Boise, and we lost both times, and it hurts, you know, because you do all that work. You know, you play all those games, you know, you watch all that film, all the practice to get to that game and have a chance to win it, and when you don't win it, you know, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and I've had that bad taste in my mouth for the last 2 years. So I just know that going into this conference, you know, this conference schedule, it's just about taking it a week at a time, not looking ahead, not looking behind, just being where your feet are, focusing on the task at hand. Right now, that's Wyoming. They got a great team, you know, great running backs, things like that. So we got to be ready to go up there and play.
Speaking of energy and enthusiasm, Coach Mullen in this building, how much have you loved playing for him?
Loved it a lot. You know, he comes in every single day with a smile on his face. He always gives me a hug, asks me how I'm doing. He really cares about his players, and that's the main thing that really I like, because, you know, as a coach, you know, especially these days, coaches sometimes they don't really care about their players, but that's not the case with him. He loves on us. He always makes sure that we have all the resources that we need to go out there and be ready to go on Saturdays and at practice and things like that. And just his knowledge of the game is out of this world. I mean, he knows a lot about this game of football, and he's even helped me a couple of times just on some pointers to help me get my game stronger. So I appreciate him for that, and I'm glad he's my coach.
Alani said he plays Madden in the middle of the game, switching plays, and we got to throw Coach a controller, right? I'll wrap it up, Marsel, with, you know, your leadership, your commitment to this program, your decision to come back to UNLV. Can you tell Las Vegas just how much effort you're seeing in this building to stay undefeated?
I see it a lot every single day, from the coaches to the players to the assistants, the street staff, whoever it is in the building. Everyone's just coming in with the mindset of just trying to take it a week at a time, going 1-0 each week, and that's really what it's mainly about. Like I said, obviously we got out to a great start, 4-0 winning these first 4 games, but now it's time to put that on the back burner and get to these next 8 that really count and really could, you know, shape the trajectory for the rest of the season. So everyone's just coming in, locked in, focused on the task at hand, and that's Wyoming, and going to continue to prep, continue to get ready to go to the time, kick the ball off on Saturday.
Josh Pastner and his new squad are getting set for 2 exhibition games at the end of this month. The Rebels will travel to Washington to take on the Huskies on October 19th. The Runnin' Rebels will return home to the Thomas & Mack to play their final exhibition game against Lincoln University on October 28th before the regular season tips off on November 4th.
He emphasizes intensity, conditioning, and doing the little things. Like, basketball, a lot of fancy basketball is just putting the ball in the rim, but there's more than that. You gotta dive on the floor, you gotta get rebounds, you gotta get tips, you gotta get defensive stops. It's not just about putting the ball in the rim, and I feel like he emphasizes that a lot, and that's actually taught me, being a shooting guard, that's kind of my thing, shooting the ball, scoring, but he's taught me, like, there's other ways to impact the game. So, like, he calls it depressurizing. So it depressurizes my game, actually. So it's like, if I come into the game and if I don't hit 2 threes, it's okay, because I can get a defensive stop, I can get a rebound, I can get a crack back on deep. You know what I mean? So it's he's been teaching things like that, and I think it's been helping a lot of the guys, especially me as well. So Pastor's been real good coming here. I think he's a great coach for this. Yeah.
I'm all about motor now. Like, you got to have a pep in your step, and just the way things are, and urgency is critical for me. And on the second part of that, what I would tell you is we want to be the Runnin' Rebels, but the Runnin' Rebels, that doesn't mean you're just going to play wild basketball being the Runnin' Rebels. You want to play but sometimes the Runnin' Rebels means the way we run without the basketball in half court, the way we cut, the way the ball's being moved, how we move in different areas on the floor. So, yes, we want to be the Runnin' Rebels, and we want to play with great pace, but that also doesn't mean playing unsound basketball. We want to play the right way with how we run and the way we move into things, and the pace and speed and urgency that we do with that allow you to be the Runnin' Rebels.
It's homecoming at Allegiant Stadium. UNLV looking to improve to 6-0 and stay undefeated this season. It's been a really fun year. Like I mentioned, the Winfield Club tickets are on sale right now for this Saturday's matchup against the Falcons. And of course, Rebel Nation has been awesome on the road and at home. No better college venue in the country than Allegiant Stadium. We'll see you on Saturday, Rebel Nation. Have a great week.